A live one-on-one conversation, 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors, to motivators, chefs, and even rappers, to up-and-comers with the it factor. It's the Jazzie KWard coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Jazzie After Dark.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday to you. I'm Jazzie KWard, and welcome to another edition of Jazzie After Dark Artist Talk. Did you hear that, brother Nate Myers the fourth, giving us that saxophone, that groove, y'all? Are y'all excited? I see y'all come in the room, but you know what? I am ready to go ahead and get this show started. Are you ready for Artist Talk? I am. Let's kick it off right now.
Artist Talk. Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie KWard.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I am Jazzie KWard, and if you are not tuning into tonight's show, shame on you. We have a special guest with us tonight, saxophonist, jazz and R&B soul artist, Mr. Nate Myers is with us tonight. And I see people coming in the room. I see recording artist, Miss Heidi Tan. If you don't know Heidi Tan, shame on you. Okay. I see Kenneth Wynn. Miss Dr. Chantel Graham is hanging out with us. If you don't know Dr. Graham, shame on you. What's up, Ron? Colleen, shame on you if you don't know Colleen. You know, we always use that hashtag shame on you. So make sure you put that also in the comments, as well as while you're hanging out tonight, please go ahead and start sharing the video. Share the video, share the live, share the love, y'all. In the meantime, KWard Radio is my YouTube channel. Go right over there. When you go to YouTube, hit that notification bell twice so you can catch the replays of the show, and you will know when Jazzie is coming on live, y'all. Please share that, as well as kwardradio.com is my website. What's up, Miss Heidi? We got recording artist Mr. Bert Pagat is on the line. I think I said the last name right. He's a powerful musician, just like our special guest tonight, Nate Myers. Let me tell you a little about this brother. He hails from Georgia. Now, when Nate picks up the saxophone, he finds his voice. He becomes a master communicator, expressing his deepest emotions and passionately connecting with audience everywhere around the globe. That's why this brother has that it factor. And I'm super excited to have a conversation, ladies and gentlemen, with recording artist and saxophonist Nate Myers. Let's welcome him to the show, y'all.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
All is well. Excuse the me being in the car. I'm actually getting ready to head to a rehearsal. I have a this Friday I'll be here in Atlanta doing a live performance of my album release.
Oh, wow.
An album release concert. My apologies.
That is going to be great, y'all. And you know, your latest album, Levitations, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about his music. And again, before we go to that, make sure you go over to NateMyersMusic.com. That's MYERS, y'all. There it is, right there. NateMyersMusic.com. Support Nate and go get his latest project, Levitation, which we're going to talk about. And if you haven't heard Levels, shame on you for not knowing this song, okay, y'all? Shame on you. But you're going to see a performance from Nate a little bit later in the show. But my brother, happy Monday to you. How are you?
Hey, same to you. All is well. All is well. Just working. Just working.
Just working.
Yes, sir.
Doing that grinding,
yes,
my brother.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
So Nate, so I do this segment called The Real You. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
So they don't have anything to do with your professional, like your music career, just so the audience will get to know a little bit, to get to know Nate a little bit better, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So my first question is this. What's your gratitude list?
What is my gratitude list?
Uh-huh.
Okay, can you elaborate just a little bit? I think I know where you're going, but yeah.
Yeah, so just some things you're great, gratitude, your things that you're thankful for. Just a few things, and I know that's probably a lot of things, but if you can give me about maybe 3 or 4.
Okay. My health, my family, let's see. My gift.
Yeah.
Man. I like that. I like that. Keep me on my toes.
Yeah, keep you on your toes. That's what happens when you come on the show, Nate.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, I would always say this too, Nate, just thinking about like the pandemic and all that. Did you ever think you would even live through something like that?
Man, that was a curveball for everybody, and it was real. It was real in these streets, as they say, the young folks.
It was real in the street. I never thought in my lifetime I would ever live through a pandemic, right?
Right.
So my second question for you is, what do you wish you had an endless supply of?
Shoot, money. But yeah.
Hey, it's about honesty. Endless supply of the money. So let me ask you this: if you had an endless supply of money, what would you do with it?
I mean, I'm create wealth for my family generationally. Like I would invest it, and also invest in the community. I would use it. I wouldn't be selfish with it. It wouldn't be like, oh, I'm just, I got all this money. It's nothing like that. Like I will really be wise about with that, with it.
Okay, that's cool. So my third and final question for the Real You segment is, what about you has grown in the last 5 years?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me, Nate? Did we lose your sound? Testing 1, 2. Hey, everybody. Hey, Nathan. Hey, hi. Can you hear me, Nate? I think his volume went up. Hey, everybody, if you have any questions or comments for our guest tonight, saxophonist, Mr. Nate Myers.
Can you all hear me out there?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello, testing 1, 2.
There we go.
Hey, Nate, can you hear me? Hey, Tasha Mack is on the line. Chit chat with Tasha Mack. So we're talking with saxophonist Nate Myers, who is our special guest. Nate, can you hear me okay? And he's also traveling on his way to rehearsal as well. Okay, so we're going to ask Nate to to log off, and he's going to come back in. But hey, everybody, happy Monday to you. Y'all know Tasha Mack. If you don't know Tasha Mack, shame on you for not knowing Tasha Mack. So I think Nate.
This is all part of the interview, everybody.
Yeah, this is all part of the process. You know what I'm saying, y'all?
Exactly. Come on now.
Technology. Right. Hey, things happen. Ain't nobody stressing about that, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ain't nobody stressing. So, Nate, my other question for you is, what about you has grown in the last 5 years?
I will say, because I mean that's a good question. I mean, I feel like I've grown as a person. Of course, my family has grown. My family, first and foremost, kids. Right. Within 5 years, that was two more. I have 3 kids total. My oldest, my son, and my 2 younger daughters. Okay. And yeah, they were both born within the 5-year span. So definitely my family. Let me see. I mean, financially, just family, growth, just all around growth. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a great question.
Hey, that's about the family. I appreciate that. Yes, Tasha Mack said, what is your source for your music inspiration?
What is my source? Man, just that's a good question. Tasha, yeah, that's a homie too. That's an artist, vocalist extraordinaire, Tasha. And man, let me see.
Nate, like y'all, we throwing these questions at him like, whoa.
Right. I mean, you would think I should have these questions. You would think at the top of my head, oh yeah, I'm glad you asked. But yeah, man, put me on. Let me see. Things that inspire me, or as far as my source of inspiration, my family. I mean, life in general.
Just life in general.
Just life. I mean, that's. I think that's more so the more broad answer, because I mean everything all equates to that. So life, experiences, and just growth, like we're talking about. Just wisdom. Oh, that's another thing that's grown within the 5 years. I've gotten wiser. Just being more with more children comes more responsibility. More, you have to be wise about how you spend money. Not even just money. I've been talking about money, but just life in general. You got to be wise with your decisions. It's everything. So
it's everything. I appreciate that. And we also have joining us tonight is recording artist and saxophonist Mr. Will Prince is hanging out with us. William Prince.
Sir, Will.
And William had a question for you, Nate. He said he needs to know what's your sax setup.
I'm glad you asked. I play on Java Saxophone's EB1 tenor saxophone. It's if you're not familiar with Java, it's a fairly new company. They've been out for about maybe 4 years now. They're based out of Indonesia, and the make of it is a satin brass body with a copper neck. And it just brings out that warmth. But on mouthpiece, I'm playing a Theo Wani slant sig, rubber reed, Robner Platinum Series ligature, and
Okay.
I got the Rico Jazz right now on the 3.5, but I'm gonna end up I'm in between with that as far
Okay.
as reeds. But yeah, that pretty much is yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Will. And also, Kenneth says, do you have any signature saxophones?
Not yet, not yet. But
Not-
as of right now, I'm endorsed with Java Saxophone. So and EB Java Saxophone. So
okay.
it's,
Okay.
hey,
Thank you.
I'm gonna claim it.
That's right. We're gonna claim that, Nate. Claim that, Nate. So, Nate, just another question that I have for you is just when you talk about jazz, jazz is just, whether you listen to rock, gospel,
Right.
pop, jazz is just in pretty much about everything. But why should people care about jazz music?
I mean, jazz, everything transcends from jazz. All
Yeah.
different genres of music have some type of jazz influence in them. I mean, I grew up what they call a PK, preacher's kid. Grew up in church. All the chord structures, I mean, it's influenced by jazz, and jazz is just the to me the ultimate form of expression through music, because you can't really put jazz in a box and say this is jazz, that's jazz. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, hey,
Yeah, it's right.
yeah.
Like Tasha says, it's the foundation. So what's your thought or perspective on today's generation? Do you think they appreciate jazz music?
I mean, it's more so that they're not being exposed to it more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not really, like, like even with the school system and them taking money out of schools for the arts, and so they're not really exposed to it to appreciate it. Like that, I feel like if it was presented to them more, and it can be trap jazz, it can be something that is appealing to the younger crowd, but they just need more exposure to it. So I can't really say I mean, yes, to answer your question, yes, but you got to look at all of the the big picture of why.
I understand. I understand, because I guess for me growing up, I knew about jazz because a lot of people say, like, well, Jazzy, you're such a young guy. How did you know? It was introduced to me mainly growing up in my family. My mom and dad were big jazz listeners. They love music. So I think that's also one thing how I was really introduced to jazz music from my childhood. And I know you a preacher's kid, and I know you probably spent some days, some long Sundays in church.
Right. We were at church 8 days a week. So yeah. But the funny thing is, I didn't come from a musical family. We weren't like, it wasn't like everybody just sitting around the house playing music and singing it. Like, we just weren't. It was what it was, but it's crazy how that worked. But at the same time, I forgot where I was going with that. Basically, because you had mentioned your parents, they playing jazz and all the, so yeah,
right.
Basically.
So, Nate, tell me this. Tell me something that most people don't know about you.
I don't know.
Anything that we'll be surprised to know about you?
I graduated from Fort Valley State University, but I did my matriculation at Saxophone State University, and that's where while there I played the illustrious fraternity Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, as well as Kappa Kappa Psi National Honorary Band Fraternity. I feel like I'm online again, but anyway, yeah. So those are fun facts that many may not know or may know.
I appreciate that. And also another fact I didn't know about you, Nate, is that you also lived in Germany for a while.
Oh yes. I've lived in Germany. I actually started playing saxophone in Germany in 6th grade in middle school, and we were on the military base, a military brat. And yeah, I lived in Korea. These are facts I should have said in the first place. But yeah, I lived in Korea. I lived in Texas, Kansas, Florida, all over. Basically, we moved a lot. So I had to start over a lot. in life as far as me. So it helped me out in the future as far as meeting people and stuff, because I had it growing up. It's just how it was.
I appreciate it. So, hey, everybody, I know people just tuning into the room. I see Ace, I see Dr. Graham, I see Will Prince, I see Heidi Tan, and so many others. If I miss you, please don't blame my heart for that. So, guys, we're talking to recording artist, jazz and R&B soul artist, saxophonist Nate Myers is hanging out with us. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to have a performance for Nate that you don't want to miss, all right here on Artist Talk with Jazzie KWard. We'll be right back.
Distance yourself from negative chatter. It's just noise and none of it matters. The world is yours. Don't be defined. Free your mind. It's your time to shine. The world is yours. You've come so far, don't stop now. You'll succeed some way, somehow.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Artist Talk. We're talking with saxophonist Nate Myers. Make sure you check out Nate's website, which is natemyersmusic.com. And if you don't know this brother, shame on you for not knowing Nate Myers, y'all. So, Nate, let me tell you about this song. On my radio show, Saturday Jazz Affair on 90.7 WVAS on campus of Alabama State University. I play this song each and every Saturday. Sometimes I'm going to tell you, I play it more than once. Sometimes I play it when I come on. I play it when I sign off, y'all. But this release, Levels. Tell us a little bit about Levels.
Yes, Levels. The funny thing, I wrote this 2 years ago. And it was written by myself and my brother, Dana Ventuzo, who also produced the song and through Daylight Productions. And that was the very first song off of the album that we did, that we wrote. And the reason I called it Levels is because when we first like started writing it, it reminded me of like a video game, something I can hear in a video game initially. And so I said, okay, call it Levels. But then, of course it got deeper, you see my brother, there's levels in life, you know what I'm saying? But yes. So you know what I'm saying? But for real though. So that's pretty much the gist of the song. And just the goal in life is just continue to reach that next level. Don't settle, you know what I'm saying? There's more in store for you, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's true. So hey everybody, I want you to check out this amazing performance from recording artist, saxophonist Nate Levels. And this is Nate Myers, and this is Levels right here on Artist Talk.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy it.
Yay, everybody. Did y'all hear that saxophone? Did you hear the levels and the song? And I was over here just grooving, dancing, y'all. Hey, we got recording artist D Brown hanging out with us. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear the sounds of Nate Myers? And that's one of his latest release, simple titled Levels. So Nate, was the saxophone always your first love?
It was. It was. Well, I mean, musically, technically, I started out singing, being the only kid in the choir, we're full of adults. So it was like it was a whole adult choir. I was the only kid. So technically, that was my musical debut. But the saxophone was like my first, like, real. Yeah, that was it.
That was it. I'm loving that, my brother. And people in the comments was like, yes, they love it. It is. Somebody also said, I think Kenneth said it was almost like it's a great stepping song, like a slow down, like a stepping song. All you need is a little company, a glass of wine, and put on some Nate Myers. I can't tell you what's gonna happen after that night.
Hey. Hey, it's Jazzie After Dark for a reason.
Right, it's Jazzie After Dark for a reason. And everybody make sure again, NateMyersMusic.com. What's up, my friend Patrick Lamb? And go and get this song and download the song. So the album is Levitations, right?
Yes, sir. It's Levitation.
Tell us about the title of that. Why Levitation?
During the process of making the album, I was growing within even that 2-year span. It was like a lot of, I feel like I was, I felt the levitation within that process of making the album and creating it, and just not just music related, just in life in general. It was like a lot of growth. My youngest daughter was born during that time, so it was like a lot of things. It was growth. It was a lot of growth within that time. So I feel like I was levitating. And
right. I love the title too. So have you ever thought about this, Nate? What do you do? And I know we're talking about growth and different levels. Well, what do you do when the world is not ready for your sound?
I have to, I guess you could say, inspire myself, or I can't, that's for anybody in general. You got to keep it moving. I have a song entitled "Keep It Moving" and on the album, and basically what I'm saying is the words in the hook or the chorus is it's okay, keep it moving. There you go. Don't you stop. We've just begun. And the meaning behind that is I want to inspire everybody, including myself, because we're as artists, it's tough, but to keep it moving. Don't stop. Even when the world, if the world doesn't seem receptive to whatever you feel that's of value that you're offering to the world, and it seems like they're not receptive of it, you got to keep going. You can't just stop or you can't, at times you got to put yourself on. You can't, just, hey.
You got to keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving.
You got to keep it moving, and I love that you mentioned about even your song Levels. It's about growth. And even when the world is not ready, for your sound, but you know what? That's okay. Everybody is not going to be receptive to what you sound out, like what you do. That is okay. There's a lane out here for all of us, right?
Yes, sir.
So trust Nate Myers is in a lane all by himself. And this brother is bad. And as we always say on the show, if you don't know Nate Myers, shame on you. So everyone that is on this live tonight, make sure you go over to his website. Is that the best place to get your music, Nate?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. You can all the links to the different online stores and all the good stuff is on the website. So yes.
Yeah. When did you realize, Nate? When did you realize you first loved music? When did you realize that?
I would say around 4th or 5th grade when I was singing in the choir. During those times, I actually enjoyed music, just being around it, listening to it, and certain melodies would be stuck in my head as a child. So yeah.
That's right. So who were some of your musical influences?
I'm glad you asked. Kirk Whalum, for saxophonist, Gerald Albright, but I listened to a lot more vocalist than saxophonist.
Okay.
So I listen to Music Soul Child, Floetry, Fred Hammond, Yolanda Adams. It was a lot of different mixtures in the pot for as far as different styles of music. But I listen, like I said, I listen to a lot of vocalists more so. But I did, of course, I pay homage to all, Charlie, John, all that. I definitely went to that school too at the same time. But initially, that's what caught my ear and what got me hooked to music.
Okay. I like that. So also I was saying, reading some comments. That's right, everybody. Make sure you go over to NateMyersMusic.com. Dr. Graham said she is on it. That's right.
Thank you, Dr. Graham.
One thing I want to ask you on that levitation. Who is the lady that's doing like the spoken word? I got so many responses. Like, who is that lady?
I'm glad y'all asked. Yes, it's my sister. My sister's Sunny. Her name is Sunny, and she's just an awesome poet, awesome person. Good, family. That's my sis. So yes, shout out to Sunny. Thank you again. Yes,
we want to give a shout out to Sunny. Sunny, if you listen and watching the show, we're gonna have to have Sunny on the show too.
Right. Fun fact, she did some of the background vocals on "With You." Okay. So that's another single on my album. So,
okay, y'all heard that? And make sure you check. Also, I'm digging he has some great music songs on that. I love the Pillow Talk. That's also
yes, sir.
I also love that. And again, let everybody know where your music is also being sold streaming. I also have you on my Spotify playlist as well.
Thank you. My music is available everywhere music is sold, online, digitally, all digital outlets. They're there. Okay. Anyone you can name is there.
It is there, everybody. Also, too, Nate, you have a quote, and I like this quote. I call it a quote now. And I was reading it about you. You mentioned something about being a sideman is a great way to make a living. Could you elaborate a little bit on that?
I mean, it's basically, we're all artists, technically. And, we all can have the ability to create, but we have to actually, I'm sorry. The joy of being in the car. So yeah, this is all part of the interview, everybody. Hey,
this is all part of the process, y'all.
Right, exactly. What'd you say? Oh, it's exactly. So all right, we good. So yes, as I was saying, basically, we're all artists and we all have the ability to create, not just music. We all are creators. We all have a purpose. And man, that threw me off. Okay, so as far as being a sideman, like, okay, for example, a lot of times we feel like we're underappreciated. And because a lot of times we're treated like the sideman, like say we're getting hired to just be the background, music or whatsoever it may be. And that's, that's appreciating, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, because this is what we do. But at the same time, as a musician, as an artist specifically, you kind of feel boxed in, and it's a lot of it's hard to be able to release all of this music you have in you, because you're kind of constricted and you can only play this certain way or this gig, or it's just, that's basically where I was going with that. Like, as far as being a sideman, it's cool, and that's great. And hey, I'm not saying don't do that. I mean, there's a time and place, but at the same time, just to be able to create your own first and foremost, and then be able to just express yourself, like it's like a sense of freedom, as you say.
Freedom. I know. And there's nothing in the world like freedom. It's nothing in the world, freedom, y'all. And let everybody know, again, I know with the pandemic, Nate, it's kind of hard, but people are still doing shows. And I know you have a show coming up Wednesday, and you also have one coming up Friday.
Yes, this Friday, actually. It'll be at Studio Cigar Lounge in Atlanta, Georgia, and Fairburn, Georgia, to be specific. But it'll be this Friday. It'll be the Levitation album release concert. So we're gonna be performing the entire show that you hear on the album. Once you go ahead and purchase it, you know,
Right.
you got all the information. But the funny thing is, I'm about to actually in a few go to rehearsal. We're about to rehearse, and I mean that's why I'm in the car. But
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much
Okay.
it. This Friday, show starts at 9:45. Get there early so you can have a seat. Because it usually packs out pretty fast. And yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.
If you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area, or if you're just only a couple of hours away, I know,
Right.
Thanksgiving is coming up. You know, a lot of people say I don't have anything to do. Well, you can catch the show of Nate Myers, y'all. So no excuse. So Nate, what's your vision for the album?
My vision for the album, I mean, for as you know, as any artist, like Lauryn Hill made one album. She's still touring and still making, you know, residuals off of that album. You know, so of course, you know, as far as, you know, having a family, you know, just bills, you know, I definitely want to for the financial, you know, whatever, but it's not about that. Of course, I want my music to inspire. Ultimately, I'm just a vessel. I'm just using my gift. And yeah, so ultimately I want people to be inspired by my music. I want it to encourage people. It's not about me. It's, you know, that's all.
That's all. So, you know, what's the best advice you've been given, Nate? Someone that's watching this conversation tonight, whoever goes back and watch the replay, some young man or young girl see this and wants to follow in your same footsteps. Any words of wisdom that you can leave us with?
Yes, create your own lane. Just walk in that lane, create it. Don't worry about trying to imitate or do exactly like so-and-so did. Everybody has a different path to get to to the destination. And just be you. There's only one you. There's only one you. Focus on what you can offer, not what, you know, so-and-so is doing or how they made it or whatever. Just focus on you. I mean, that's it. Create your own lane.
I love that. That's right. Create your own lane. That's right. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest tonight was recording artist Nate Myers. His latest album, Levitation. Make sure you go over to NateMyersMusic.com. And Nate, before you go, we do this. You always heard me say a hashtag shame on you.
Yes, sir.
So someone, a lucky winner, they do the hashtag shame on you, and they can win a little token from Jazzie. So do you have maybe like a minute or so to hang out a little bit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay. So everybody, if you haven't, make sure you do the hashtag shame on you. And I think my producer is ready, and we're going to see who's the lucky winner of that tonight right here on Artist Talk. So here we go, y'all. Congratulations, Ron. Congratulations, my friend Ron. Make sure you send me your information. If not, I will hit you up. And Nate, anything else you want to share with us before we let you go, my friend? Congratulations. I think Nate kind of froze, y'all. Okay, he's back. Hey, Nate, anything you want to leave us with before you go?
If you don't remember anything else I said this evening, just remember to spread love. Love always wins. I know it's easier said than done at a lot of times, but trust me, it works. It works.
It works. It's definitely. So, you know, Nate, what you cooking for? What's on your Thanksgiving meal? What you cooking?
Define the word cooking. Okay. I was playing. No, I wasn't really. I'm more a part of the eating ministry.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So, and you know, so I don't know. I'll be eating. I'll be doing that more so than cooking.
Are you on that ministry? Like, okay, I'm gonna eat here. I'm gonna go to this friend's house. I'm gonna go to my aunt's house, maybe a cousin house.
Yeah, I'm be church hopping that day. I'll be.
They say he's gonna be church Church Joe dropping hot. But again, my brother, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yes,
Continued blessings to you. And the album, everybody, if you don't have Levitation, make sure you go pick up Nate's music wherever music is sold, NateMyersMusic.com. I need everybody on this platform, by the sound of my voice, to go and get this project right now. Everybody, even for those who go back and watch the replay, okay? Recording artist, jazz and R&B soul artist, Nate Myers. My brother, can you hang around for about 30 more seconds?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
No
Hey,
problem.
everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for another great show of Artist Talk. I am Jazzie KWard. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to go over to KWard Radio, my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that little notification bell that's right over there. Hit it 2 times. KWardRadio.com is the website. Make sure you subscribe to that as well. If you want to send me your information, all my mail information is there. The mailing address. Send me your music, all that jazz. If you would like to support the show, no gift is too small. My PayPal, Cash App information, all of that is listed right there. Again, join me each and every Saturday on WVAS on Alabama State University, smooth jazz station from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Thank you all so much. Again, congratulations, Ron. I hope each of you have a blessed rest of the week. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Blessings to you and your family. We'll be back here again on Monday with another special guest. You don't want to miss that. And again, I want to thank my special guest, Nate Myers. Also, this brother, he's on his way to rehearsal. Make sure you go to his website. You can check out his shows too. And we appreciate you all. I hope you all have a blessed night. And we'll see you next time, okay? Take care.
Talk.